everybody. Happy Friday. We made it. I made it. I'm so relieved. And that means it's Flashback Friday. And today's reading is from an oldie but a goodie from, you remember Shane Carson? James Brownstone's Main Squeeze from the series I Fear No Evil. This is going to be from Kill the Willing. The title I came up with that I think Michael's still suspicious of, but hey. And for those of you who've never met Shay Carson, reformed killer for hire who found a heart of gold, turned archaeologist, and got involved with James Brownstone. It's a great story. Of course, it's one of those things where once we were done, everybody kept saying, "Where's more?" which is always a good thing. I hope you guys are having a great day. I made it to the pool, which always starts my day off right. Pea Brain is progressing, the Pea Brain project. If you aren't a part of it yet and you'd like to find out what is that about, join the Facebook group. You'll find out more, and go to marthacarr.com. You'll see a Pea Brain Society link. We're going to be starting a whole bunch of things with that. New series starting, all sorts of good things. But today is Flashback Friday. Hope everybody has some good weekend plans. And I'm going to start with the reading, and I hope you brought your lunch. Settle in, take a break, put on your earpods. I'm not even sure what they're called. If my son is watching, he's rolling his eyes right about now. He is in Alaska on tour with Jackie Benson, and a great blues singer. If you need a little music later, look her up on YouTube. So here is Jackie Benson, Here is Shay Carson from I Fear No Evil, and enjoy. Shay Carson wondered which one was dumber, returning to New York when she was supposed to be dead, or kidnapping a man while driving a sports car. The bright red Porsche was fast enough, but if her target resisted at all, the poor baby might end up damaged. Kidnapping really seemed like more of a sketchy, windowless van kind of activity. Not that the vehicle choice mattered that much, she supposed. The Porsche wasn't even her car. But it did seem like an asshole move to rent a car, and a Porsche at that, and then trash it. Though if all went well, there wouldn't be an issue. And even if there were, it'd be the poor fictional redhead Abigail Johnson who would have to deal with the fallout. At least Shay wasn't such a bitch that she stole someone else's identity for the job. Manners, even while on the job. It was important to maintain standards. Wish I had my Spider, but it's not like I want to drive all the way back to LA from the opposite coast. A quick check out the window indicated her target hadn't stepped into the street yet. The timing needed to be perfect. Her previous recon suggested very little foot traffic this time of night. All she needed to do was get the man in the car, and the dark of the early evening and her tinted windows would do the rest to conceal her snatch and grab operation. Even if someone spotted her, her fake plates, auburn wig, and oversized sunglasses would be enough to lead the police or any other dangerous and interested men down the wrong path. The door to the office building swung open, and her target stepped out. A young man, 24, a little on the scrawny side, and handsome enough in that kind of generic Connecticut white bread, wealthy family way. Not really her type, but she could see the appeal. Jefferson Peyton Coolidge. It's been a while. Shay chuckled. It'd also been a long time since she thought much about his full name. The man tended to go by his middle name, derived from his mother's maiden name, another white bread custom. The full name screamed money, unlike her name, Shay Carson. Look at you, she snickered to herself. You shouldn't have played at being independent. Too late now, though. Peyton made his way down the street toward a crosswalk. He took one sit off the curb as Shay gunned her engine, the Porsche speeding toward the man. Her target froze, his eyes widening. The car screeched into a halt right in front of him. Shay leaped out of the car before the man even registered that he wasn't becoming a new hood ornament. She yanked hard on Peyton's arm, threw open the passenger door, and shoved him in. Only respect for the car's paint job kept her from jumping over the hood to get back to the driver's seat. Still, a quick and successful kidnapping. Took seconds from start to finish. What's going on? Peyton asked, his head turning side to side in a frantic effort to understand what the hell just happened. Shay peeled out and took a hard right. Put on your seatbelt. She yanked off her red wig and glasses and tossed them at Peyton's feet, revealing her dyed blonde hair. The man stared at her, his brown eyes wide. No, this isn't happening. You're dead. I went to your funeral, he gasped. Oh crap, are you a ghost? Wait, you're driving a car. You're a revenant. Shit. Please tell me you didn't get mixed up with necromancers before you died, Shay. I'm not dead, idiot, Shay said with a smirk, making a hard left across oncoming traffic, flipping off one of the drivers that honked. And I appreciated the flowers at my funeral. That was a nice arrangement you put on my casket. Very sweet, touching, almost. Peyton stared at her, his mouth unable to form any more words for a solid minute. Shay didn't mind. It gave her a chance to concentrate on the road and check for any vehicles, or worse, drones, that might be following them. The skies and roads were clear of anything suspicious. What's going on? The man finally managed. I don't understand why you're here and why I'm in your car. Shay slowed a bit, checking her mirrors. There was no reason to attract NYPD attention with something as stupid as speeding. Save it for something more fun. She glanced over at him before returning her attention to the road. First of all, just to be very clear, I faked my death. I decided I needed a new life that didn't involve killing people. She frowned. Well, at least not killing people all the time. A line of work that doesn't list killing people in the mission statement, for money or otherwise. Peyton nodded slowly, his face still scrunched up in confusion. So you're not a hitman, woman, whatever, anymore? He gave her a sidelong glance. At least not on purpose. Nope. I was tired of that shit for a lot of reasons. Lucky for you, I still keep my eye on a lot of sites related to my old job, if only to watch out for anyone coming after me. You'd be surprised how easy it is to stay under the radar once everyone thinks you're dead and they stop looking for you. She winked and rested her hand on the bottom of the steering wheel, easily maneuvering the car. I was doing my regular check on those sites and found out there's a hit out on your stupid ass, so I decided to save it. Your ass, not the hit. Lucky for you, I can use an IT guy and you don't annoy me to the point of wanting to kill you. Peyton let out a long sigh. I didn't know there was a hit out on me. He rested his arm on the side of his door, tapping the leather. But I guess I'm not surprised either. Oh? You know me, he shrugged. I'm an information guy. I was digging around when some new clients contacted me about working for them. Criminals? Depends on whether you think breaking the law makes you a criminal or just financially motivated. He slunk down in the seat and started to put his foot up on the dashboard till he saw the cold look come across Shay's face. At the last second, he crossed his leg and sat back up. Good move. May not be my car, but it's still a Porsche. Have some respect. Shay cut across to a side street where she could get around the traffic. She ignored the honks this time. I thought I could handle them, but I found some information that linked several members of Congress to a bunch of different organized crime groups. Mafia, Russian mob, Hurricane, even a couple of problem elves that might be involved with some shady order sarin groups. I was planning to bank it for later use. Peyton turned to look out the window as they drove. I think I fucked up. There's a chance I trusted the wrong guy when I was confirming things and What? I guess I thought my family would protect me even if I don't ever see my brother and sister anymore. They've been my get out of firing range free card for a while. Looks like that card just expired on you. Peyton looked down at his hands. So you think me turning up that information is what got the hit put out on me? You were the keeper of secrets for a lot of dangerous people. The word is a lot of them think you're about to leak that information. The second that rumor got out there that you'd possibly leak anything, they wanted you dead. This shit isn't a game. I never thought it was a game. Sure. Shay glanced at Peyton and considered telling him she found evidence there might be more to the hit than worried gangsters, something more personal, but decided it'd be too much too soon. Shock still covered Peyton's face, and she could tell he was having trouble processing it all. No one wants you to burn their poor, honest congressman, she offered instead. Peyton snorted. People taking money from organized crime are honest? You don't get it, do you? What? The actual definition of an honest man. What's that? I figure criminals have their own kind of honor, but that's not the same thing as honesty. Not exactly. An honest man stays bought once you bribe him. Shay took a deep breath and shook her head. I warned you about this. You can't roll around with this kind of scum and not end up in the mud. I always told you that you should stay the fuck away. It doesn't matter if you're one of the best when it comes to research. All it takes is for you to learn the wrong thing, and then you're not only a liability, you're the liability. Like now. Peyton frowned. I used to help you, and you're not exactly a saint. Shay wagged a finger at him. If you were smart, you would have stayed away from me, too. But lucky you, I turned over a new leaf and I'm helping your ass. Lucky for me, you need me, he eyed her. You're really not a killer now? Shay looked over her shoulder and easily maneuvered the Porsche in between a semi and a Subaru, cutting in and out of lanes. She loved the way the car responded to her touch, just like a good piece of artillery or the right man. Well balanced and responsive. I don't kill people for money anymore. I'm not going to say I never kill anyone. They should put up a statue of you and give you the Nobel Peace Prize. Shay chuckled. Yeah, you're just as mouthy as I remember. Peyton shrugged. What's the plan here? Shay changed lanes. Long term, I'm snagging you back to LA with me where I can hide you safely for a while. Set you over the project I have in mind. And short term? The ex-hitman gave Peyton a feral grin. I kill you and collect your bounty. Don't move, Shay said, slathering red moulage makeup on Peyton's forehead. The fake wound would look real enough in a picture, as long as she gave everyone a reason to believe what they were seeing. You're going to get this shit on the sheets, and I don't have to pay an extra cleaning fee to the hotel. You're really worried about some cleaning fee? Hey, some of us didn't grow up in rich families. Peyton snorted. I know how much money you made in your old job. You have to have a pile stashed somewhere. Doesn't mean I still don't appreciate the value of $1. Now stay fucking still. So weird that you came this prepared to fake someone's death. You forget I've had practice. And isn't that the Girl Scouts motto, be prepared? Fuck you, I was a Boy Scout. We had it first. Shay grinned. Not that I was ever a Girl Scout. She resisted the urge to slap Peyton upside the head to stop his fidgeting. I said stop moving, damn it. Do you want me to really kill you or just fake kill you? Because, I'm sorely tempted by the first. Shay, you're just as angry as I remember you. Maybe even angrier. I would have thought fake dying would have made you a little more chill. I'm only angry because you won't stop moving. What are you, 5 years old? Stay still for 2 seconds. I'm only trying to save your fucking life here. Sorry that it's such an inconvenience. Peyton muttered something under his breath. I still don't get this. You're going to save me by making it look like you shot me in the head. Yeah, it's not that damn hard to understand. I think I have a new nickname for you, Angry White Bitch. Shay snorted as she added in some texture and additional color to the growing headshot wound on the man's forehead. I have a nickname for you too, Clueless. I'm not that clueless. I stayed alive all this time, didn't I? And that's dealing with all these dangerous people and swimming around in the middle of their shit. You would not believe the information they pass back and forth. You never took this shit seriously. You did it for kicks. That's not true. Yes, it is. And anyway, you did survive, but it wasn't you. It was that family of yours that kept you alive until they didn't want to anymore. Peyton jerked away from her, scowling. Shay fought her natural instinct to palm strike the man's nose after a sudden movement. Then the makeup wouldn't be necessary to make him look dead. What do you mean? He asked. First of all, get the hell back here so I can finish. Shay narrowed her eyes at him. Second, I think the whole corrupt Congress scum thing is a convenient excuse to get you out of the way. I think your family pushed this. This isn't the first time you've stumbled onto big info that was not in your purview, but this is the first time people decided they needed to kill you for it. Wait, you think my family wants me to get out of the way? The man scooted back toward Shay. Come on, you're not that dumb. She lifted her brush. The death wound needed only a few final touches. Peyton sat rigid as a statue as Shay finished her work. I'm not, that's a bit much. Don't you think trying to get me killed? His eyes searched her face for an answer. Shay finished her moulage application and shook her head. Connect the dots, Peyton. Your father was a kingmaker before his stroke. He amassed a fortune and isn't much longer for this world. We both know your brother and sister would like to get you out of the way so they can inherit everything. That's a lot of money. Shit, I've killed people for far less than that, and that money also has a lot of influence that can go with it. Power and money. Add in some sex, and that's what makes the world go around. Peyton shook his head as Shay grabbed his chin and held it tight, making the final touches. I don't know if I can believe they would come after me like that. No, I refuse to believe it. Why do you even think it's them behind all of this? Gangsters can want me dead for knowing their secrets without my family being involved. Shay rose and nodded toward the bathroom. I already have the fake blood all set up in the bathtub. Go in there and just rest your head in the open spot so I can get photographic proof of blowing your brains out with a nice low-caliber pistol. Glad I didn't decide to kill you with a fake shotgun. That shit would have been a lot more annoying. You're dodging the question. Peyton stepped toward the bathroom. You were always good at that, Shay. She shrugged a single shoulder. I can only tell you what it smells like to me and what information I found. It doesn't matter if you believe me or not. The end result is the same. There's a serious hit out on you, and you have to leave or you'll end up dead for real. Even if you try to go back for your inheritance after your father finally dies, you'll just end up buried right next to him. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm also not saying you're right either. Shay gave him a cold stare. Whatever. Don't really give a shit as long as you do what I say. I'm risking my life coming back here to help you out, and it's not exactly how I wanted to spend my Friday night. Peyton entered the bathroom. And it's not like the guy ran off screaming now, is it? Shay followed him into the bathroom and waited for Peyton to lie down. Stay still while I get a few pics. She lifted her phone and took pictures from a few different angles. Okay, I'm done. You're seriously going to get money off fake killing me? Won't that lead to you getting caught alive? Peyton sat up in the red splattered bathtub. He looked like a country club zombie. That is the part I find more confusing than anything. Not at all. Not my first rodeo with aliases and fake identities. This will be easy, you see, because you've already disappeared. No corpse works out better for these kinds of people sometimes. Less disposal worries on their part. And it'll keep most of the assholes off your back for a while. For a while? Something approaching fear entered Peyton's eyes. I'm not fake dying to stay above ground. Stand up. I'll keep you safe if you do what I tell you. Peyton groaned and stood. Bend your head over the tub so I can watch that crap out. Once we get to LA, you're going to have to live life even more low profile than you do now until we make you a new life and figure out the rest. Shay carefully hosed off the sides of the tub, watching the red globs dissolve in the water. That might take a while. And what am I supposed to do all day? Just sit around on my hands? For now, you can put that research and IT brain of yours helping me out. Doing what? I thought you were out of business. Shay nodded, standing back and looking around for anything that would get a maid to call the cops. Not a good idea. Out of the killing business. Now I have a new job, field archaeologist. Peyton blinked. Huh? You're an academic now? Do they let you near students? The woman heaved a pain sigh and rubbed her temples. We don't need to go into this right now. I'll explain later. Peyton stepped out of the tub, holding up his hands. Okay, I'm still processing everything else. Whatever. I still don't know if I should be grateful or scared. Shay grinned. Both. For now, let's finish cleaning you up and take a ride. Hey, Charlie, and I hope you're having a good afternoon writing, and I will see you on the other side. I hope everybody's having a good afternoon. That was from Kill the Willing, Shay Carson, who is Brownstone's main squeeze, and connected to Allison Brownstone. A great series if you haven't checked it out. It is Flashback Friday. Hope you have great weekend plans. I am approaching birthday week, and I'll be taking off for Niagara Falls. Why not? And we'll be turning 60 years old, but don't feel 60. I don't know what you're supposed to feel like, but I don't know. Send me questions if you have any. Be happy to answer them, or if there's any particular book you want to hear. And we will be back on Monday with a whole new list. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.